today, by request of Schmooman, we will be taking a look. Oh wow, he stood up. First for that. At Transformers Retro / Age of the Primes, Seaspray, and because I really enjoy making them, and I can, we will be doing a versus video against, I want to say Titans Return Seaspray. I'm not exactly sure of the release, but it was that time era. So, kind of taking a closer look at each of the figures, we'll start with we're just going to go with Titan Returns. Seaspray here. Please don't break. Okay, good. So Titans Return Seaspray is a Legion class, I'm pretty sure. He was like a core class. Here he is. Hold on a sec. Here he is next to core Bumblebee movie Starscream, missing a leg. But you can kind of see, I don't know where his leg, oh, it's up there. You can kind of see he's about core scaled, maybe a little bit chunkier, but a lot lighter than your typical core. Let me fix up Starscream here. But he's pretty simple. We'll go over his articulation in a sec, but he is very well loved. If you couldn't tell, one of his propellers, or turbines, I don't know what they're called, on the back is just completely gone. I did really like this figure. So yeah, taking a closer look at the new Seaspray. This, I believe, is the most recent official Seaspray toy since the Titans Return one. So it's been about 10 years since we got a Seaspray, which is crazy. But here's the new deluxe Seaspray. For some reason, he retails for $30 instead of $25 or $28, because $25 is the current retail, $28 is the price raised retail, at least in America. But he retails for $30 at Walmart for some reason. But he is very nice looking. Here he is again. He's a little bit more detailed compared to the older one, and a bit more cartoon accurate, even though he does have the toy head design. The cartoon one had pupils. I do prefer the pupilless design. But seeing them next to each other, my favorite part as like a younger kid of this character, or this figure, was how chunky his feet were. But they do kind of feel not proportioned. These feet are about the same size, a little bit larger. And they do feel more proportioned. If anything, his arms are a little long, or maybe just a little too low down. But otherwise, I feel this figure has better proportions than this one. Then again, this one retailed for $30, and I'm pretty sure this one retailed for like $5. So, big price difference. But you can kind of see it in the figures. Accessories. So, starting with a deeper look at the older figures, accessories, he just includes one piece. I don't know if you can really call it a weapon. This is what it looks like. It's just this little block. It can tab onto... Never mind, it cannot tab onto his chest. I always thought it... Maybe this one? Oh yeah, it can tab onto his chest if you prefer that look, but I like having the detail shown. And even though he has like peg holes in his hands, the gun slots above his hand. Little odd, but that's how he uses his weapon. The new Age of the Primes Retro, whatever you want to call it, Seaspray, simply includes a standard gun piece. Just looks like a little gun. It has a 5mm port or peg, so you can plug it directly into his hand, or it does have a 3mm peg, so you can plug it in to this side of his I don't know what to call this piece, the side of his body to have like a shoulder cannon. So, yeah. Articulation! So, getting into their articulation, we'll start with this Seaspray. So, the head is on a swivel. If you can get in there, you can swivel it around. It's very annoying because of how flat this whole piece is. Shoulders are a little far back, but they're on a ball joint, so you can rotate all the way around. They can go out about that far. There is an elbow swivel and 90 degrees, or a little bit more. At the elbow, it's just a ball joint. No wrist, no waist. Legs can kick forward. They can kick back. They can kick out this far on a ball joint. There's a thigh rotation, single mushroom peg. There's a knee that goes about that far, but it's kind of low. And there's no ankle. So he's pretty static. Meanwhile, going into our brand new Seaspray, they're very similar with their articulation, but a few things added to this new Seaspray makes him feel more dynamic. And the proportions help. So this head's on a ball joint, and it's a lot easier to access. It can swivel all the way around and has a little bit of tilt to it. The shoulders, they are able to be rotated all the way around. They can go out pretty much all the way. There's a bicep rotation on a double jointed mushroom peg. There's more than 90 degrees at the elbow on a single elbow joint. There's no wrist rotation, but there is movement at the hand for, I don't know, but there's that. He has a waist. Some people have reported that if you move his legs up, his waist gets locked in a little bit. This leg, it does a little bit. But this leg, it does a little bit as well. But I can make it work. So, yeah. Speaking of that, legs can kick forward. Legs can kick back. Thigh rotation, legs can kick outwards. Tiny bit more than 90 at the knee, and the legs click into place. Foot has a little bit of ankle tilt, and if you untransform the back here, you get a toe bend of sorts. But that's about it. But just the few changes, like the waist and ankle tilt, make him feel a lot more natural in a pose than this guy. Transformation! Now, getting into their transformation, they both transform very similarly. Or, no, they don't. Let me rephrase that. They both end up in a very similar position where their body parts are, but they both convert very differently. So we'll start with the Titan's Return. Seaspray. Which is really easy to do. So you're going to start by, if I remember, lifting up the torso and flipping up this chest panel. That's how you'll cover the face. Then you will rotate the arms around and they'll tab in. Then you will open up the feet. The legs will tab together. And then you rotate those around, bring the waist in, and collapse at the knee, and just bring everything up. And then just tab in the legs. Then you can take the little searchlight, I guess, and tab that in. And there is this Seaspray in his hovercraft mode. And it's pretty cute. Now going to the big boy collector's version. This one's a bit more involved, but I enjoy doing it. So you're going to start by rotating the bicep, the arm, just straightening them out. Then we're going to rotate the head around. Ooh, did I paint chip it? I will say the entire head is painted, so do be careful. Then we are going to come around here in this back panel. I'm going to flip that open. And with that, we can stretch this orange/yellow kind of assembly out. That will do a little bit of automorphing, actually, just kind of getting the head to hide away, in case you care. Then you are going to take these little decoration panels and slide them down. Then we are going to take the feet, and this is pretty cool how the feet kind of balloon outwards. So you're going to come in here and fold these panels out, and then these panels out, and then there's another set of panels in there you're going to fold out as well that fully fill out the front of this mode. Then you come around, oops, I messed up a little bit, sorry about that. You come around to the back of the foot. On this foot, you're just going to flip out this door. On this foot, you're going to flip out this door and this panel. Then you can tab the feet together. With the feet tabbed together, you can bring the waist up and into the chest, and it'll tab in. Bringing the legs forward, you're going to want to bend the knees slightly and bring them up all the way. The knees will lock into the chest, which is pretty cool. And then you can just bring the feet down and up, and they will also tab into place, and you use those to lock them. These will untab from each other. That's okay. They'll tab back in later. You're going to take the chest area, or the head area, that will tab into the body like so. Bringing this panel, this white panel, it'll tab in right to the face pretty much. Actually, don't do that yet. The arms are on this armature that you will rotate around, and you basically tuck the arm under the leg, or under the foot. So let me show you that again. Bring the arm down and around, tuck it under the foot. Oop, that's the first time that ever happened. Give me a sec. Okay, there we go. There we go. So you tuck the arm under there, and then we tab everything up. Now you can kind of clip the front together a bit nicer, and it'll hold. Then we can come around to the back here, and we're going to close up that panel, and then we're going to rotate the cabin around, and that's the main alt mode done. A little clunky, but overall it's a pretty decent transformation. And then you can tab the gun there. So there are the two Seasprays converted into their alt modes. I definitely prefer this Seaspray to this Seaspray.
Ooh, conclusion.
So overall, I do feel this is a figure you should pick up. Maybe not for $30 though. If you like either the mini bots in general or Seaspray, like I really like Seaspray, he's one of my favorites, then I'd say just pick it up for full price. But if you're hesitant, but just want him for like an Autobot shelf or something, hopefully he'll go on clearance. Though I'd still maybe pick him up because he might not make it to clearance. I think Braun will, who he's releasing alongside with, but I don't know about him. He's pretty popular. The first Walmart I went to when looking for this guy was already sold out of them. I believe they stocked the same day and they were already out. So if you like Seaspray, I'd say get it. End of the video. If you watched this whole video, you probably enjoyed the video, so you should show that by liking the video. I don't have comments yet for some reason, but when I do have comments, comment down below. And subscribe for more Transformers reviews. I have a review every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and a short every Tuesday and Thursday. So if you're interested, subscribe, turn on notifications, and I'll see you in my next video.